You are a champion.
Daddy, it's tomorrow Saturday. It's tomorrow Saturday.
Because she
All
wanted
the
to
time.
spend the day with you,
It's
right?
the only day we saw each other.
I was a stressed out corporate slave. I never saw my family, John. John, he said take it! He said take it!
Hey, it's Sam Crowley. Welcome back to the Sam Crowley Show. As you can see, we're not in studio today. A little bit more of a home feel. You know, I'm in our, I don't know what you would call this. What is it, a breakfast nook or an extension of our kitchen or something? Got a little milk glass going on behind me, so that's all my wife's decorations, okay? I'm not into that stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with that. So, hey, let's get into today's show. So, I hope you're having a phenomenal day. And I hope you are definitely standing your ground, standing up for what you believe in. You're going after your dream. You're not listening to everybody else out there try to put the thoughts in your mind. You're going with what you believe in, okay? What you're passionate about. It's the only way you should be living your life and trying to monetize your passion. Find your passion, find a hungry market, and get out there and sell something to them. And also, personally, on a personal level, be content. You know, don't be content because you're wealthy. Be wealthy because you are content. And I think that's a perfect segue into today's show. So guess what's been going on in my little world, all right? You're never going to guess, so I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. Yesterday, I emailed my dad. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, caught up with Dad. What you probably don't know is I've never met my dad. Well, let me back up. My mom and dad, let me just frame all of this. Holy cow, I just threw it out there like that. Now I got to kind of frame it. I was born June 29th, 1968. And according to my older sister, Kate, my oldest sister, my mom and dad got divorced in 1968. So it's kind of like right when I was born. I'm the youngest of 8 children. So think about that for a minute. Now you can all kind of psychoanalyze me and why I got going on what I got going on. Youngest of 8. Oh, that explains everything. So I've got 7 awesome brothers and sisters, and that tells you then my mom raised all 8 of us by herself in a small town, Bradford, Pennsylvania. Now, prior to me coming into the world, my dad was in the picture, and I wouldn't probably categorize it according to what I know from my siblings as the greatest time in the world, but I'm not here to beat up on my dad. I'm here to actually just meet the guy for the first time. He's 83 years old. He lives in Maryland, and I think it's time I reached out and met him. Just out of curiosity. I've got a father that's living still, and I've never met the guy. So again, let me back up. When he left in 1968 and I got divorced, he came back off and on, according to my siblings. I have no memory of the guy. I think I remember one time I was like 4 years old seeing him, and there's a recording at Christmas time of me on a cassette recording singing Christmas carols with him. I have no recollection of the guy. If you walked in the room right now, I wouldn't even know him, okay? So it's time to kind of reach out and meet him. Now, I will tell you this. My mom died in 1997. If she were still alive, I wouldn't reach out to my dad, because my mom I put at the right hand of God, okay? And she raised 8 of us by herself, strongest lady I've ever met. And out of a sign of respect for her, I never reached out to my dad, never wanted to, because my mom isn't really crazy about the guy, obviously. So I won't go into all of that. This isn't Dr. Phil, okay? I'm not here for therapy, nor do I want to bring you through all that. But for all the right reasons, I would never, if my mom were still living, would not be reaching out. But she's not. She's died 15 years ago. And my dad's still alive, so I'm going to meet him. Sent him an email yesterday. How about that? And he replied back, and I got his email address from another one of my siblings, and they still keep in touch with him. Some, not all my brothers and sisters do, a couple do, and they communicate back and forth. Each I understand. I mean, the guy was in their lives for a long period of time, so they still have somewhat of a relationship with him. I have none. Sent an email to him, and he replied back, said, wow, that's exciting. Let's get together. And then he called. Left me a voicemail last night. I wasn't here to take his call, but imagine that. Never really, I'm just keep saying never, even though I met my dad when I was, 2 or 3 years old. I have no recollection, so I'm just going to keep saying never. Having never heard the guy's voice, hear it on your voicemail. Hey, Sam, it's Dad. Looking forward to meeting you. Wow, that's weird. So I got a lot of these weird emotions going on today. You ever been through something like that? You have a relative or somebody that you've lost contact with, either because of your choice or because of their choice. Are you curious about what's going on with them? Is it a relative? Is it a close friend? What are the emotions that you go through? Help me out a little bit here. How do you deal with all that? So what I'm going to do is, because you guys are family, and I shoot these videos for you on a regular basis, and it's all about making every day Saturday. And think about that for a second. Think about my brand, Every Day is Saturday, was launched because my daughter wanted a father in her life. As of the date of this recording, it's a Monday morning. I drive my daughter Madeline to school like I do every single school day. And I'm here for dinner with the kids, and I'm here for breakfast with the kids when they wake up. I'm in their lives, whether they like it or not. It's funny how kids get older. They don't, necessarily need you around all the time like they used to. You went from knowing everything to knowing nothing, and then at some point I think I'll go back to knowing everything again. But, I wanted to be a dad. And because, why? Why do I want to be a dad? Because I didn't have a dad. It's that simple. I know what it's like to grow up without a dad. So I got that, and again, my mom provided as a mother, as a father, everything. I never went without anything. Were we a little challenged in the financial? Yeah, we weren't the Rockefellers or the Kennedys by any stretch, but didn't need to be. Had great family, great friends, played a lot of sports as a kid, kept myself busy, stayed off drugs and, alcohol and things like that. So I never got into any trouble from that perspective. So my mom was everything I ever needed. She was the best role model you could ever ask for. Did she have challenges? Of course she did. Imagine raising 8 kids by yourself. Do you think you would have some challenges with that? She wasn't perfect, but I didn't need her to be perfect. I needed a mother, and I wish I would have had a dad, and she was that as best as she could be as well. So let's get past that for now and just focus on the fact that, okay, now I get to meet this guy, and I'm not going to sit there with a light over his, and why did you leave? Tell me all the answers I needed as a child. Like I said, I'm not going for a big therapy session here, but I think it's pretty cool that the guy's out there, he's alive somewhere. I sent him an email, he replied back with an email and a voicemail. I'm set to go meet him in the near future here. I'm going to take you along with me, okay? We'll shoot some videos and I'll take some photos and I'm going to chronicle this because it's a pretty big deal in my life, okay? And I've got this whole bucket thing going on, this bucket list. I went to the Kentucky Derby a week ago, went to the NFL Hall of Fame, these things I've always wanted to do. Now on my personal bucket list is meeting my father. So that's a pretty big deal to me. So I'm going to take you along with me because the whole Everyday is Saturday message, as I was saying before, is about being a dad. For me, for you, what's your Saturday? Post it here on the comments. What is it that you need to do, whether it's a personal level or a professional level that maybe you've been putting off, or because you've had maybe, I'm trying to think of the word because anger isn't the right word I'm looking for. I was never angry, but like I said, out of respect for my mom, if she was alive right now, I wouldn't go seeking out my dad. But now that she's been dead 15 years, I can go feel okay about it. It's not a slight to her. It's more curiosity on my part. What is it from your perspective? Something that sticks in your craw that you should have done, that you need to do? Do you need to go forgive somebody? It's a little bit about forgiveness. Obviously if I'm going to see my dad, I forgive him a little bit compared to 20 years ago. The guy walked out on 8 kids, couldn't have been that great, but I'm past that now. I'll be 44 years old next month, June 29th, 2012. Wow, 44 years old. But, it's been a long, long time. Is there something in your life that you need to get going and doing? Let's do it together, Let's chronicle this together. Let this video just empower you to let bygones be bygones, bury the hatchet, maybe forgive and remember, and help yourself along. And hey, if not, then maybe you can help me along through this. So I'm heading to Maryland sometime soon in the next week or so to meet my dad. And I'm going to take you along with me. And let's just keep it here in the comments and help each other out, shall we? That's it. Not a lot else going on in my life. Took the kids to school today. Got a concert I got to go to tonight for my daughter. I'm just being a dad, and from a business perspective, I am helping people all around the world monetize their passion. And I want you to do the same thing. I want you to do what it is that you love to do. For me, I am wealthy because I am content. And I am not content because I am wealthy. And there is a big difference. I want you to focus on that as well. So hey, I'm going to shoot a few more videos for you this week. I just wanted to share that message with you, empower you that to go after your bucket list. It has nothing to do with money. Don't do things on your bucket list, because you got to go to Arizona and do the Grand Canyon route, or you're going to Yellowstone, or, you got to go to Australia or someplace like that. Do simple things, reconnect with people that you haven't talked to in a long time. Maybe forgive some people. Whatever it is you need to do, start checking things off your bucket list. You get one shot going around in this life. No need to carry any baggage with you. Unload as much as you can, okay, along the way. My name's Sam Crowley, founder of EverydaySaturday.com. We can help you at all, with whatever it is, monetizing your passion. Hit us up, facebook.com/EverydaySaturday. Go to the website, EverydaySaturday.com. Send me an email, sam@EverydayIsSaturday.com. Would love to hear from you. Until next time, have the best day ever.
You are a champion.
Daddy, it's tomorrow Saturday. It's tomorrow Saturday.
Because she
All
wanted
the
to
time.
spend the day with you,
It's
right?
the only day we saw each other.
I was a stressed out corporate slave. I never saw my family, John. John, it's taking,